made. I don't know if you guys in the chat can hear the countdown, but it's gonna be 2,000 atmospheres to start off in this best of 5 series.
Oh yeah, let's go. The players have finished up their vetoes. They have decided on the map order, and now here we go. We are starting the grand finals. Meanwhile, exclamation mark Funada Light VIP in the chat, because I have forgotten to set this up. Now I'm gonna really quickly do it. Predictions are open. Place your bets, people. Who is going to be this week's Copa Hyperion champion?
Is it going to be this player here in the bottom left hand corner of the map for Team GP? One of the best players in Mexico. This is Cham.
And spawning in at the top right-hand corner of 2,000 atmospheres LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player himself. He's already done it before. He's already one of the Cham Killers. Can he do it again? Representing Team Super, it is TheZergLord. Predictions are now open. Let's go. Give it to me, Darking. If you had to, who would you bet? Who would you bet on?
I will bet on Cham. I think it is the safe bet. Like yeah, the settler can definitely take maps, even take away the series. But mate, this is a best of 5. You know how the longer a series goes, statistically the best player is going to win. I think this is gonna happen. Cham can bleed, but he's still Cham, mate.
Yeah. I 100% agree. You know, if you want to be boring with your bets, you can bet on Cham. If you want to take a risk and win it all, then TheZergLord is the one to go for. And we'll see how it goes, because obviously TheZergLord has a little bit of an advantage. He was watching the last series, so he saw how Cham played. But at the same time, the last series was more Cham kind of reacting to what Jim Rising was doing.
I mean, it's any series where you play against Jim Rising in a normal series.
Yeah. Exactly. So I don't know if TheZergLord was really able to benefit too much from watching that. We'll see. We'll see if he ends up going to base.
Yeah, I think it was less of what I do against Cham and more of what I don't do against Cham.
True. Oh god. Don't go to base Muta, TheZergLord. Don't do it. He's not doing it.
Yeah, third worker this base, normal timing here for a third player. Cham is doing the same on the other end. And yeah, pretty equal opening so far for these two players.
See, Jim, this is how you take a third. This is how you do it. Shaking my head. As we see a little bit of a difference here. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe TheZergLord was going to skip his Bailey nest, but no, it's still on the way, just slightly later compared to that of Cham.
Yeah. This is a pretty standard start for both players. No aggressions, nothing crazy going on. Let's see who is the one. Usually these kind of matches are dictated in pacing by who is the first one to do something aggressive, and I think it's going to be TheZergLord, mate.
Yeah,
he just pulled out a bunch of drones, a bunch of Zerglings into production.
Yeah, 8 Lings are on the way, so with all these Lings, he can go across the map and try and deny the third base. There is already a Link here across the map, so we should see some Banelings. We do see the Banelings, but they are defensive, so TheZergLord a little bit more concerned defending.
No, TheZergLord, that's not how you do it. That's not how you entertain the audiences.
Yeah, so because of that, TheZergLord is going to be behind in the economy. We can see Cham with a little bit of a nice lead here. And TheZergLord just over-investing in defense, just playing safe, but putting himself behind because of it.
Oh no, TheZergLord Cham managed to enter the base of TheZergLord. He sees everything that there is to know. He knows that there is no further aggression going on, and Cham knows he can be safe.
Oh, yeah. Now Cham is going into his lair, going into roaches, so we are going to get into roach versus roach. A relatively passive opener here, just slight differences in how we're getting here from both of our players. You know, one player just being a little bit more efficient than the other.
And there we go. The Zerglord finally managed to sneak in a Zergling into the main. This was like his third or fourth attempt, mate. Like a lot of Zerglings have died to try to go into the main base. Finally, he goes into the main base. He more importantly sees the timing of that lair, which is the same as his. So he knows what Cham is doing. And is that Overlord speed? Yeah, that is Overlord speed.
Oh, I wonder if Cham is going to pull a little bit of a Ryu here and plans to go for maybe some Lord harass, whether it's with Banelings or with Roaches. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. Definitely another big difference here between our players as Cham is getting his 4th base. TheZergLord, again, just a little bit behind on that 4th base timing.
Yeah, he's still focusing on his economy, focusing on his upgrades. Let's see what the ZvZ is going to do here. Finally, the 4th base is going on for him. A little bit later. I don't know. I think he felt a little extra cautious, which I mean is warranted. You're playing Cham. I will be cautious too if I were playing him.
Yeah, that's the thing where like your reputation comes into play, and your opponent maybe plays overly safe because of who you are. Meanwhile, both players do scout each other, but Cham, we were talking about it before. The Lords are moving out across the map. There are 4 Banelings loaded in. And I don't know if the ZvZ has really recognized this, as he's actually going for his own Lord.
Interesting. We'll find out, but there we go. The Lord is coming in.
Two ships passing in the night. They both Overlord speed is a little bit late here for the ZergLord, as the Lord is slipping into the main base. I don't know if the ZergLord. Okay, he knows.
He knows. He knows. Oh, but remember, he can still just drop and over the drones and just insta kill them. So yeah, the ZergLord prematurely splitting his workers, trying to not get sniped. Meanwhile, what is the Overlord for the ZergLord? There we go. He's coming in, and unlike the ZergLord, Cham has no idea.
Cham, no! The Banelings are dropped here at the 3rd base. At the same time, Banelings are dropped. Oh my god! At the 3rd of the ZergLord.
Both players deal basically the same blow to each other. 11 workers killed for Cham, 10 for the ZergLord. And yeah, like at the end of the day, these 2 players are once again equal.
They're equal when it comes to damage dealt to each other, but Cham still has a very nice drone lead. With that, he now has a much higher roach count as well. Like, his overall macro has just been slightly better than the ZergLord's, and slightly better just means over time it gets like bigger and bigger.
Yes, especially in this mirror matchup, which is very important. One worker makes all the difference. A couple of settings managed to sneak into Cham's base. Can they snipe even a drone? Probably not.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice macro there by Cham.
Very nicely done there by Cham. He does save the majority of his workers. He's going for a bit of a Lord and a main push here with his Roach Ravager. Oh, but he runs into the army of the ZergLord.
Yeah, the army clashed in the middle. Cham was not quite ready to fight it, but his burrow is about to finish, as well as the burrow movement for roaches. So yeah, in just a few seconds, Cham is going to have the upgrade advantage over the ZergLord, and that's going to be huge.
Oh, exactly. Meanwhile, we do see Cham trying to hit at 2 places at once. He cannot break through at that 4th base, but at the 3rd, he's honestly gaining some ground here. At the same time, the ZergLord goes for a Lord run by here with his roaches.
Yeah, he's going straight for the economic damage. Oh, nice biles over the army of the ZergLord, and yeah, the ZergLord starting to do a little bit of damage in Cham's base, but Cham is not stopping. The attack on the 3rd base is still going on, and he has a big force threatening the 4th.
Yeah, this roach is all over the place. Cham goes for another Lord here into the main base as well. We have roaches at the 4th. The 4th base is always going to go down, and back at home, the ZergLord has been cleaned up.
Yeah, now Cham, 20 workers ahead. He's putting pressures everywhere. I'm not sure if the ZergLord can handle it. The 4th base is gone for the ZergLord, and now it is 3 base versus 4 base.
Yeah, and you were talking about those tunneling claw roaches. There we go. They sneak, they shark their way into the natural, and just like that, the ZergLord is crumbling. At the same time, the ZergLord, it looks like he's going to be able to get a kill in the 4th base of Cham, but the ZergLord, he's just losing everywhere else.
Yeah, more than 20 workers he's being lost right now, and he's still fighting here over the 3rd base. He doesn't have enough forces to split everywhere.
Yeah, He just doesn't have the supply to work with as he's losing every single worker in his main and his third base. Sure, he's holding the line here at the third, but this is like the only fight that he's been able to win.
Oh my god, he even lost the natural hatchery. This is crazy, mate.
At the same time, in a desperation move, the ZergLord also goes into the natural base of Cham, and he's getting some drone kills. Don't get me wrong, but like, look at the army difference. Look at the supply difference.
Yeah, this is like the beginning of the end for the ZergLord. Even if he survives this, he's gonna be so behind in workers unless the ZergLord can make a miracle in chest base, which I do not see him doing. 11 workers he has killed, not bad, but it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, the natural base is already dead. The main base is going to fall as well. I think there's just no way for the ZergLord to keep up with the momentum of Cham. Finally, the third is broken as well, and GG gets called.
GG, Cham wins game number 1.
Oh my god, that was insane.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very good multi-prone attack from Cham trying to break the ZergLord, and the ZergLord broke. He couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah. I think that was like a masterclass showing of like top tier like ZvZ there by Cham. Like you could see he was getting ahead when it comes to the drones. He was saving resources by really focusing on how to spend his gas, on when he went for those Ducklings run-bys with his banelings. And just like I was shocked when before the roaches were attacking each other, when we got into the mid game, Cham was up like 30 supply. He had like 175 supply compared to 140 of the ZergLord. Like his macro overall was just better. Oh.
Yeah, the wonders of what a good macro can do to your play.
It was very impressive, very impressive. The ZergLord also was trying to keep up with Cham, and he was also going for his own drops and his own run-bys. But Cham just had that little bit more there. Like, he didn't just have the larger army and the better economy, but because of all those extra resources, he could even invest into more upgrades and more tech as well. Like, the burrow came into play. He just had it all.
Yeah. Now, map number 2 is gonna be Curious Minds LE. A very different map from what game number 1 was. So, Light, do you have any prediction to any build that these players might pull this game?
I think, especially after that last game, I don't think the ZergLord wants to do Roach versus Roach again. Like, he either wants to hit a timing with like +2, or do something a little bit different.
You just don't go to base meta.
Yeah, no. We don't. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Do you know what I want to see?
What do you want to see?
A 12 pull, mate.
Let's go.
I want to see a 12 pull, and there we go. Welcome, everyone. Game number 2 in Curious Minds LE, and spawning here, the red shirt player for Team GP, currently up 1-0. It's Cham.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, he's doing it! He's doing it! Let's go! Ask and you shall receive just for El Padrino of StarCraft. We have the Brazilian Zerg player representing Team Super, currently down in this best of 5, going for the 12 pool. It is the ZergLord.
See, mate, it's easy. You just have to see the future. No.
Oh my god, it's not just a 12 pool, mate. We got a drone moving out across the map as well.
Yeah, this is going to be for the proxy spine, I think it is, the hidden spine. And yeah, that drone is moving places.
Oh yeah, he's zooming out across the map. He is going to be avoiding the overlords here of Cham, so Cham is going to be in the dark for a very long time as Cham opens up with a hatch. Ooh, pool gas. So not the standard economic opener. He will have the spawning pool a little bit faster, which means he'll have access to lings a little bit faster as well.
Oh my god, is that proxy? What?
Cancel. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There we go. For 1 second, I thought he was gonna build the spine like on the edge of the vision of the hatchery in the main base where the creep is, because I've seen him put it before. I was like, oh, he's gonna do that, but no, this been crazy, mate. This proxy hatch into cancel just for a little bit of creep, and there we go, a spine.
Yeah, Spine is already on the way. The Lings have been spotted, by the way, by this Overlord of Cham, so great Overlord positioning. The Lings show themselves. Cham finishes this base, and he's gonna try and save it with his boys.
Yes, he's gonna try it, and there we go. The drones have been pulled, but what Cham doesn't know is that these boys have a friend.
Alright, let's go. The Spine reveals itself. Cham is like, oh god. Oh shit. He didn't really calculate this, and now because of that, all the ZergLord has to do is fight alongside his Spine, make sure he doesn't get surrounded, make sure his Lings don't get surrounded, and he will be able to deny this base.
Yeah, this base definitely gonna be denied, and there we go. Cham trying to fight with everything he has, including the workers, but the Spine is doing a lot of damage. Ooh, the Queen pops out. The Queen pops out. That is probably going to be huge, and there we go. No more Zerglings for the ZergLord. Only 2 Zerglings left. Oh, he's targeting the workers. A lot of workers for Cham and being killed at the moment. 7 workers kill. Okay.
7 workers, and just like that, mate, the ZergLord, he's got a very nice drone lead.
Yes, he has a drone lead. His second base just finished. So he also gonna have the base to keep up with the macro. And yeah, at the end of the day, I will say it was worth it.
Yeah. Like when you go for a 12 pull like this, like the ideal scenario is that you kill the natural. But this is the next best thing, where sure the natural survived, but you got a lot of drone kills, enough to get yourself ahead. And now the pressure is on Cham, and he has to make moves like this happen. Getting an Overlord like this, mate, very nice early on.
Mate, what are these queens doing up here? Are they? Is he not gonna do a queen well, right?
He is
sniping Overlord, right? I mean, oh my god.
He's supply blocking the ZergLord. He's gonna be able to get another kill here, and it's a multi-purpose thing. He's denying vision, and he actually is walking across the map, and he's got Link speed.
Yeah, the ZergLord sees this and immediately, oh shit, and there we go. Queens are on the ramp. They're gonna try to hold as long as possible, but there is nothing here to defend really other than the Spine.
Yeah, exactly. The Spine immediately gets surrounded. We don't have enough energy for transfuse. Not yet. The boys are being pulled as well. ZergLord, he holds for now. He's holding.
He's holding for now, but that Spine less than half life left.
Ooh.
Oh, finally transfuse. That is huge for this game.
Second transfuse lands as well. The Spine will eventually fall, but it took a lot of Lings to make that happen.
Yeah, a lot of Lings died, and more importantly, mate, I don't think the ZergLord has lost a single drone.
Oh god, but you know what? The supply block earlier was really hurting him. We need Lings, Papa. We need Lings to defend.
It is 3 queens versus 2, but there's a lot of ZerGlings here for Cham, and the ZergLord he is forced to pull the boys.
Yeah, he's forced to pull
the boys have been pulled. They chasing the queens oh my god, the queens of Cham are off cliff. They cannot transfuse.
They can't transfuse, but he's also losing a lot of drones. I don't know if this is worth it for the ZergLord. He will get a kill on the queens, but he's losing 12 drones.
Yeah, he lost 12 drones, mate, but he's still ahead. 14 workers versus 11. This is really close, mate, really close. Now, if you look at Cham's what he is building, oh my god, Cham just give up, and that is it. GG, mate. The ZergLord takes a game out of Cham.
GG. Cham was all in. He didn't make a single drone after he lost so many in the early game. He was looking to end the game then and there, and that's why the ZergLord, even though he lost a lot of drones, he could afford to. He knew how far ahead he was in the drone count. He knew that all he has to do was defend, and just like that, he ties up the series 1-1.
Well played by the ZergLord. Well played, mate.
My heart. That was so close. The entire time in that defense, by the way, the ZergLord was supply blocked. That's why there were no Lings for him. That's why he was just fighting with queens and drones, because he just couldn't produce anything, because he kept losing overlords. And he still defends.
Ooh, and there we go, mate. We moved from the shortest map in the map pool to the longest map in the map pool, mate. Pride of Altaris. Going to be map number 3. I wish, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen to see another 12 pool.
Nah, mate. Nah. The real question is does anyone have the balls to take the gold base? That's the question.
Mate, what is up with you and your gold bases?
There's the gold, you know. It's why not? Not every map has a gold, so when you're here, take it, right?
You gold digger.
Oh my god! Look, you know, whatever it takes to fund the Ducklings. Oh god. But here we go. We're diving into game number 3. We are tied up 1-1, so we are not going to have a clean sweep. The ZergLord is fighting back.
The ZergLord is fighting back, mate. 1-1. Anything can happen. Cham can bleed.
Oh, yeah. And we'll see how things pop up here on Pride of Altaris. Are we going to see a gold base? Are we going to see a pool first? That's the thing. If you go gold, if you go for a gold as your natural, and your opponent is going not even a 12, not even a 12 pool, but even like a 13-12 or something like that, it's like an auto lose. Like your natural is so exposed.
Well, what about to find out? The map is loading. The players are loading. Yes, and here we go, everyone. Welcome to Pride of Altaris LE. And spawning here, the champion of many tournaments here in Copa Hyperion. This is Team GP's Cham.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Pride of Altaris LE. This time not going for a 12 pool. We have our Brazilian Zerg player representing Team Super. It is the ZergLord. And I'm a little bit sad because this drone is not going to the gold.
I'm sorry, lad. These players do not play for you.
They don't want to win, mate. They don't want to win. Oh god, hatcheries have been taken at the natural location, so everything is looking pretty standard for the time being. Again, the gold can really impact especially ZvZ, but it's also very exposed, so it's very risky on this map.
I mean, to be honest, it's very risky on any map. I don't think I have seen a map where the gold is safe. Do you?
Maybe Habitation Station is kind of safe because the gold has a ramp. So it's...
I'm not convinced. Plus, it's so out of the way in that map.
Kind of. It's next to the main, if you remember. It's like this distance.
Yeah, but you have to walk around it. Like, you cannot just go into it at the beginning. Unless you're Terran, of course. Then you just you just lift your CC and there we go.
Just lift, mate. Just lift. That's all you gotta do.
The desperate moves that Terran needs to do to survive.
I also remember, I think I've seen a couple of Terran players do that on Golden Wall back when that first came out.
Yes.
Yeah. Wild, mate. Wild.
Yes. It was extremely funny when both players did it at the same time, and they were like, who's landing first?
The good old days. Unfortunately, we don't really see that here, as so far, pretty standard opener. Once again, third base being thrown down, and we'll see if any one of our players is feeling spicy enough to skip their Bane list.
Man, you should do a tournament where you have the normal maps in the ladder map pool, but other than the main base, every base is gold.
Oh, that sounds horrible for Protoss. Oh god.
I don't see the problem.
you're like, exactly. So you're saying you're doing it. Oh god. Yeah.
Meanwhile, coming back to this game, both players going again for basically the extensive build, tier base, the quick bailiness, settling speed, a couple of settlings, a couple of workers here and there, just seeing out what is happening. Nothing crazy, really. We're seeing basically a repeat for game number 1.
Yeah, for the most part. Meanwhile, Link Speed finishes up, so the ZergLord will be diving in, and he gets a full scout confirming there is no fast lair. He didn't get eyes on the gas in the main, but he saw enough to feel safe. And there's a little bit of a difference here as well. The ZergLord did go for a much faster Evo chamber.
Quick +1 attack.
We'll see. I mean, +1 anything would be great. Here we go. He goes for +1 range. Meanwhile, as opposed to going for an upgrade, Cham is going for a much faster lair.
So quick rush +1 versus quick lair, mate. Who wins?
I mean, we'll see, because the ZergLord, I was talking about this before, the ZergLord can hit a very strong +1 timing. He can hit an even stronger +2 timing, and I feel like that's what you want to be working towards. And of course, you want to make sure you don't take any damage getting up to that point. But yeah, I kind of like this from the ZergLord.
We'll see. We'll see how it pays out. And yeah, just the game just keep chilling. So while this happened, Light, how you been?
You know, I've been okay.
you don't sound convinced, mate. Like, something's wrong.
Oh god, mate, I've been laddering a lot.
What happened?
I've been, you know, hitting that StarCraft ladder, mate. Oh my god, and I've been having a hard time against mech. I'm no longer 20% win rate against Protoss. I'm 40%, which is good, but mech has been giving me a hard time.
Mech do that 20% extra, mate.
True.
You know, speaking of 20% extra, mate, Cham has decided to go for Gym Rising, mate, and we have an Aspire on the way.
Yeah, I kind of like this, and this does kind of it shows us why Cham decided to go for a very fast lair. It was to go into a fast Spire behind it. It's not like, again, the most dedicated Spire play, but he's going to be mixing in some mutas with his roaches.
Yes. I like it in this map. A map such as big as this one, you definitely want some quick units to move around. Oh, but the ZergLord scout with an Overseer. He's gonna see it.
Yeah, speaking of quick units, we do have Overlord speed. The Overseer zooms into the main base, and the ZergLord confirms the Spire.
Look at that boy, mate. He's flying, mate.
He's a speedy boy, mate, and just like that, the ZergLord sees everything. Even confirms the 4th base. What a Chad. Cham goes for the gold for his 4th. The ZergLord just takes a regular 4th. Feels bad, man.
Do you approve it?
No. I approve it for Cham, at least. Oh, God.
No, I mean, of the gold base, I mean.
Yeah. Honestly, I really do like this. And we'll see if he's going to be able to hold on to it, because, again, +2 is on the way for the ZergLord. His goal here, the entire goal, starting from the beginning of this game, was to hit with +2. But the mutas do kind of throw a wrench in the works.
Yes, and there we go. Mutas are coming out, trying to find any Overlord that they find on the way. And let's hope that the ZergLord doesn't get supply block this game. Oh wow, mate! Did you see what Cham is doing behind this?
Oh my god! I kind of love this. We have a Nidus on the way for Cham.
I mean, who needs fast units on a big map when you have Nidus, right?
I mean, he can hit before +2 finishes for the ZergLord. He can kind of go for an anti-timing. Meanwhile, at the same time, we do have a bit of a bailing run by. Oh my god, the gold base! The gold! Ah! No reaction!
Ooh, 13 workers, basically the whole base. There's only one traumatic drone left here. Like, poor people is gonna need therapy for years.
Oh god.
I saw all my friends die.
Oh god, he almost died as well, but he was left alive. For what reason? What purpose does he have to live for? I don't know, but at the same time, we have a Nidus across the map, and the ZergLord has vision, but does he see?
Yes, he said. I see the Queen moving in. I see the roaches going down after it, and meanwhile Cham going with the attack all well with the Mythalist mate trying to do a 2-prong attack. The roaches do not go in time, and the Nidus Worm finishes, and now roaches are pouring out. The fight has begun.
Oh my god, exactly. Cham just has
that's a lot of roaches, mate.
That's a lot of roaches. He has too much. Cham is breaking on through. Again, the anti-timing is insane. The ZergLord is about to have 2-1, but a little bit too late.
Yeah, a little bit too late. All the roaches have died. There's only Hydras left, which are very tanky. The boys are being pulled. This is a disaster for the ZergLord. He's starting to lose a lot of workers.
Hey, not just workers. He loses all of his Hydras as well. Like Roach Hydra against Roach. You never want to see it. Roach is just too damn good. At the same time, Mutas is still going ham. Another Nidus outside the 4th base of the ZergLord.
Less than 100 supply for the ZergLord now. This attack did a lot of damage. I was honestly not expecting that many roaches, mate, to come out of it. And now Cham is attacking the 3rd base of the ZergLord.
Yeah.
He knows there's a lot of less army left for the ZvZ, and his army was out of positioning, so now he's hitting left and right, killing everything that he can.
Exactly. The 4th base is isolated, and it could go down as well. The 3rd base is under threat. There just aren't enough roaches to defend. GG, well played, gets called, and Cham takes a lead in this series.
GG. That was an excellent play by Cham, mate. Excellent play.
GG, well played. The ZergLord had some nice moves. You know, the Bailing run by was really flashy. It was really great. But that Nidus, the fact that it was able to get up, the late response to it as well, it took a little bit too long for the roaches of the ZergLord to get into his main. And unfortunately, the ZergLord, he wasn't just making roaches, he was making hydras as well for against the mutas when he just needed just more units, more army, as much as he could get.
Yeah, GG, mate. And with that, we are currently 2-1 for Cham, and this is gonna be hard for the ZergLord, mate. If you are the ZergLord, what do you do?
That's a good question. I feel like it's
do you go for another 12 pull?
I don't think a 12 pull would be the best idea. Maybe a 13-12. Depending on the map, maybe a 2-base all in. Maybe.
I mean, the largest map in the map pool has already been played, mate.
True.
It cannot get worse.
Can't, unless we end up on Glittering Ashes. Like oh boy. We'll see what kind of map we end up on. And ooh, mate, we're gonna be on Hardwire.
Hardwire LE map number 4. Decent map, boring map according to Light VIP.
Yeah, it's one of the, it's like the Goldilocks map. It's not too small, it's not too big, it's kind of just right. So it's an okay map for a rush. It's okay.
Yeah, I see, mate. See, 12 pull. Trust me. I have a hunch.
Oh boy. Can he do it? Can he do it twice in this series? Can he pull it off again against Cham? I don't think so, but maybe. We'll see. Oh. So we are loading on in. Is this going to be the final game of the finals, or are we going to an ace match?
Welcome everyone to Hardwire LE. Here we go. The red player here in the top right-hand corner, currently up to 1. From Mexico, from Guadalajara, Jalisco. This is Cham.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player himself representing Team Super. Fighting for his life right now, it is the ZergLord. Hatch first. No early pull.
It's a bait, mate. It's a bait. He's about to cancel it.
He's gonna cancel it and turn it into a spine. Let's go. Oh god. Yeah, standard openers here. We were all looking at the ZergLord to be the aggressor, and so far, not gonna be the case. But again, in a ZvZ, there's other things that you can do, right?
Nada the ZergLord, and here I was trying to be entertained.
Oh god. Yeah, just a standard hatch gas pool for both of our players. Of course, this can still lead to maybe a Ling Flood later on, maybe a fast Evo chamber for +1 melee, maybe a 2 base, but for now, just standard. And I also wanted to ask something as well. Now, like, a couple of things that's been happening. One, Cham has been more active recently. Two, I don't know if you saw, but I believe like the Korean house is opening back up again in South Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the the Korean house. You mean the foreigner house?
The foreigner house in Korea, I should say.
Yes, I was like, of course, there's a Korean house in Korea.
The Korean house in Korea? Oh my god!
I mean, that would be cool. I mean, I assume that this is again not a great
yes.
returning to to what he was doing before. That's cool. I want to see, you know, all the boys again. I mean, Cham was there for quite a while. Juanito was there for basically forever, until he got kicked out lately. Like not long ago, unfortunately. I actually do not know what is going to be his visa status now that he was kicked out.
Yeah, for those wondering, Special was forcibly kicked out because he overstayed his visa. So because of that, there are going to be some penalties for him. So he won't be able to go back to Korea anytime soon. But I brought it up because, you know, Cham was there before, and Cham may be wanting to go back. You know, I know he had a good time there, and he's one of the players who wants to improve, who wants to get as good as he can and make a living off of StarCraft.
Yeah, there were quite a few players there in Korea. There was Scarlett, I believe, was there. Time was there for a lot of time. Soro was there. Even Eric, I believe, was there briefly, right?
Yeah, in 2019. Before we picked him up, he was in Korea.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe Light will pull some magic money out of his pocket and send him again. We're about to see.
We'll see, mate. We'll see how good the Patreon gets. Okay.
Everyone, exclamation Patreon in the chat.
We would love to send our players to Korea one day, mate. One day. We'll see if it can happen. But before that happens, mate, the ZergLord, he's going for a Link Flood. He has not been joining. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, mate. Link Flood, Banelings are also on the way. Cham is getting ready. Cham has his Banelings of his own. So he should be ready. Let's see how good it is. Oh, straight for the tilt base.
Yeah, exactly. The Lings are going to try and deny these Banelings for Cham, but it looks like they will finish up, and Cham will be able to force this back for the time being. The ZergLord doesn't find a way in.
Yeah, doesn't find a way in. He needs to be very careful.
Oh, no!
Remember, we are playing on US East, so technically Cham has a little bit better ping than the ZergLord has, and so need to be careful. I think he's throwing away too many Zerglings.
Yeah, like, he's trading reasonably well, but he's losing a lot of his map control, right? That's the problem, and now Cham is going for his own counterattack.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Cham. A few rushes are coming in now for the ZergLord. The ZergLord, again, he's not backing off. He's building 0 drones at the moment. This is an all-in, mate. He needs to do damage.
Oh, exactly. Meanwhile, it looks like we had a little bit of a Bane run by in the main base of Cham, so damage has been dealt. But he has to be careful because, the ZergLord, he cannot get his roaches surrounded.
Yeah, the roaches are getting surrounded by Zerglings, but the rest of the Zerglings of the ZergLord are coming in. There are no more Banelings here for Cham, and the ZergLord can keep pushing.
Yeah, exactly. That was a pretty key Baneling connection there from the side of the ZergLord. Meanwhile, 2 more Banelings are being morphed in. He has to make sure he's able to protect them. Meanwhile, Cham is struggling a little bit here. Can he deal with all these roaches?
Oh, so many Banelings for Cham. But at the same time, finally, that was an excellent connection for the ZergLord. He killed a lot of Lings, but need to be careful because there are now 3 Queens here and a Spine, and there's only 4 Roaches left and not in very good health.
Exactly. Even though the ZergLord has been trading very well, he is losing Roaches. He can't afford to lose this. That was the backbone of his army, and now he's down to a single Roach. Cham, he has defended. He's got Spines at his third. He's got Spines at his natural. Roaches are coming out as well to defend. Cham, he's weathered the storm.
Yeah, I think Cham is holding on. The ZergLord is still not making drones. This is it. The ZergLord GG's, and Cham is our Copa Hyperion champion.
GG, well played. Congratulations, Cham. Honestly, that was looking really close. Like, we saw that one beautiful Baneling connection there for the ZergLord, but he needed more than just the one. God, he needed a little bit better control there, or at least able to keep one more Baneling alive for longer. Cham, just still the dominant force in our region.
GG, nice play by Cham. He takes another victory. Just in time, because remember, guys, we have DreamHack qualifiers in just a few weeks ago. So
yes,
if these guys want to practice, what better practice than a real tournament here with Cham?
Exactly. I know a lot of players do treat this that way, right? You need practice against players like Cham, and if you're not necessarily laddering on the same server, or if you're not playing against each other too often, tournament format is the best format for that. You get your vetoes, you get your maps, you get your server. And the ZergLord, honestly, he's gonna be feeling decent about this. He didn't win, but it was still a very close series, and I'm sure he can look back on these replays, he can observe, different ways that he can improve himself and get ready for that rematch, because they will have a rematch. This is not the last we've seen of Cham versus the ZergLord.
Yeah, definitely. And that is it, guy. Congratulations to Cham for first place. Congratulations to the ZvZ, who also gets a share of the pie here and doesn't go empty-handed.
Exactly. Hope everyone had a good time, especially our players here. They're both able to walk away with some money. And a shout out to all the semi-finalists as well. Paco Mike, he did Paco Mike things. But Jim Rising looked very impressive. Against Cham, going for his 2-base shenanigans. It does feel like Cham has learned from the last time they played. And his responses versus 2-base play are much stronger from Cham, like much more decisive, which is kind of scary.
He's gonna need it, mate. He's gonna need it. There's going to be a lot of 2-base plays in the future for him.
True. Oh god. And with that is now the end of our tournament, the end of Copa Hyperion number 42. And I'm just quickly checking here, how long until DreamHack? How many weeks is it actually?
2, mate.
2 weeks.
2 weeks until qualifiers.
Wow. Yeah, the qualifiers actually start in less than 2 weeks. Not the Latin American qualifiers. But in less than 2 weeks, we are starting. Oh boy, the marathon of StarCraft is gonna be here.
Yes, it's never gonna end, mate. As we say in Mexico, the war never ends. What ends is you.
Yep. True, very true. So DreamHack Summer, I say DreamHack Summer, DreamHack Valencia is gonna be upon us, mate.
Yes, we are returning to offline play, mate. How excited are you?
Let's go.
And especially you guys, that you had one extra spot because of ANC champs.
True.
I'm so jealous.
We do.
I wanna send boys as well to play in Valencia.
Yeah, I know Vindicta wants to go as well. I know he's trying to fundraise on his stream to get enough money for a plane ticket for Valencia. It's very expensive though, so we'll see if he can do it in time. But yeah, Valencia is gonna be absolutely insane. Have you ever thought about going? It's a Spanish-speaking country, right? Like, it's a big event.
I mean, yes, I have always thought about going. But thinking and doing it is two things entirely.
Yeah.
So everyone, exclamation Patreon on the chat, and
yeah, one day we'll go to a LAN. One day.
Yes. One day we all going to go to a LAN, mate, and finally meet in person.
It'd be amazing. But yeah, so I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Again, these players, they're all getting ready for DreamHack in less than 2 weeks, where the qualifiers are going to be a bloodbath. They're always a bloodbath. There are just so many good Latin American players just facing off against each other. We saw some of them here today, but some of them that you didn't see. Players like Eggs, players like Chaos Fate, players like Ryu as well, Tavo, Neo, Cristiano, all the other like Chileans come out. Dastan, I'm sure he's going to be a part of it as well. Like, he's been playing more recently.
Do you know who I'm excited to see? Like, because we have not seen him in like many months.
Turkey Dano?
No. Terranmate.
True.
He's invited, I believe, to the close qualifier, so I think we're going to see him at least there.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of want to see, like, what the hell have you been doing, mate?
Yeah.
Like, have you been secretly training in a vault or something? Because mate, I miss you.
Because obviously we're going to be casting the close qualifier as well. We may just go for Terran just for nostalgia and just to see how he does. It depends, because obviously no bias, but we do like to follow our Ducklings, and I'm pretty sure Ryu is invited, right? It's a close qualifier because he made it to top 4.
I haven't checked, but maybe, probably sounds logical.
Yeah. So we may be following mainly Ryu and Eric, as they should be sure things. I say should be. That's the thing that's scary about these qualifiers, right? Like,
you cannot follow Eric. Eric is invited to the main event.
Eric got invited to the main event.
Yes, I believe the main event is Cham Special Killasur Eric.
Really? Is that just based off EPT points? Or EPT standings, I guess,
I believe it is based on EPT standings from last year.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised because Ryu did place higher than Eric in the latest season of DreamHack, but overall, when it comes to the year, Eric has gotten more points, so makes sense for Eric to get invited.
I can open the page. Let me open the page.
Mm-hmm.
Regionals, Latin America. Yeah, Eric got invited to the main event.
Mm-hmm.
And the qualifiers, we have Rio was invited to the closed qualifiers. Yeah. Alongside Terran, Jim Rising, and Paco Mike.
Oh, the big boys have been invited to the main event in the closed qualifier. At least Ryu and Eric, they won't have to stress about the open qualifiers because they are very stressful. So they can rest easy. And in the meantime, Darking, we are the ones that have to stress out.
I mean, you're going to be the one who stress out, mate. I'm just gonna chill and just enjoy the bloodbath.
Just enjoy.
By the way, before I forget, to everyone in the chat who's watching, tomorrow is the Americas qualifier for King of Battles. It's an official tournament part of the EPT circuit. It's gonna be giving EPT points for the year. And this is the only American qualifier that there is, so I wanna see it full of Latin American flags. Everyone go and join in. I don't care if you're special or if you're bronze. Go and play.
Yes. Oh my god. The King of Battles is obviously the thing that's happening first and foremost. We were the B stream, I think, for the last King of Battles, but this one, we're not going to be a part of it. We are just going to be observers. We're just going to be viewers like everyone else. And yeah, it's going to be good. Mate, StarCraft, it's back.
Yeah, StarCraft is back. Yeah, the ball is rolling, mate. With offline playing. I miss it, mate. I miss it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I miss it as well. Something that I don't miss, but I'm going to do, is just ruin my sleep schedule to stay up and watch European DreamHack Valencia,
Oh, come on. We know you love it. There's a reason why you keep doing it.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, exciting times, and I hope everyone is preparing themselves as well for it. I know it's really difficult to watch all of the regions because it's one after the other, like Latin America, North America, and Europe. But if you can, I do recommend tuning into the Latin American portion of DreamHack, just because
it's the most important one.
it is very close and it's a lot of fun. It's always, can anyone stop Special, Kellizer, and Cham? Sometimes someone can, it's cool.
It has happened.
It has happened.
Oh, it's gonna be so brutal, mate, because there's only one seat for Valencia, for Latin America.
Wait, really? Only one? That's
yeah, because now they're inviting Koreans directly to Valencia, so that's less spot for everyone, and the small regions got from 2 spots to only 1.
That's brutal, mate. That is.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense just because Valencia has an open bracket. Like, that's the other weird thing, how Valencia does have another way for people to be a part of it.
I mean, who knows? Maybe some of these players are going to go. I mean, many of these have brand new teams that may be willing to pay the expenses. Mm-hmm. Team Super, Team GP, the CranKy Ducklings. I don't know.
I can confirm, because Patty Mac has confirmed on social media he is going to the open bracket of Valencia. Like, he is flying himself over.
So we are guaranteeing a Duckling in the open bracket.
Cool. I mean, an ex-Duckling. If you remember, Team Super got him. If you remember, that's why we got Vindicta. He's a Duckling in our hearts. But with that. Do you have anything else you want to say, Darking, before we head off?
Yes, please follow me on social media, Darking665 on Twitter and Twitch. Tomorrow, I stream Magic the Gathering. It is the last weekend where we will draft in the current set, because next week the new one is going to come out. We're going to start drafting that.
There you go. There you go. If you want some magic action, check that out over on Darking's Twitch. Meanwhile, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch as well. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. I stream throughout the week. If you want to watch me die to mech, I'm now beating Protoss, but I'm dying horribly to mech. So you can tune in. You can tune in there on my Twitch channel if you're interested. But if you just want some StarCraft casting, again, this channel is about to be live 24/7 with DreamHack once that starts. Before that happens, though, we are going to be live in 3 hours. 3 hours with ANZ Champs. ANZ Champs qualifier number 1 is today. So if you want some Australian, New Zealand, Oceanic StarCraft, then make sure you're here for it, because there's going to be a lot of good players. There's going to be a lot of Ducklings as well. Oreo and Starduck will be there. I know Quirky signed up as well. He was there in the chat earlier. And maybe some others. I would love to participate, but again, we're going to be casting.
I mean, you can do it. You can do a Cosmos and go for it.
I could pull a Cosmos, technically.
You may even qualify me.
I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think ESL will be very happy with that. Oh god. But yes, we are going to be casting ANZ Champs, because the main season of ANZ Champs is in a couple of weeks as well. It's on the 14th of May, so 3 weeks away after the qualifiers finish.
Yes. So wait, the winner gets a spot for Valencia?
Yes.
Is it correct?
Yes.
Oh, so soon. So yeah, very important tournament for the region.
Yeah, because Valencia is also so soon, they changed ANZ Champs to be a weekend tournament instead of a season-long tournament, so they just condensed everything down so they can get it done with fast enough before Valencia. Ooh. Oh boy.
Brutal, mate, brutal. Someone watched Latin America and was like, how can we replicate that?
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal because like each day of casting is like 10 hours. We have to do 10-hour days, mate. Oh god.
Look, that's okay. Nothing that you're not used to.
It's true. It doesn't mean I have to look forward to it, though. Oh, God.
You're going to be the veteran there on set, giving tips how to survive the day.
Yeah. Gonna have my Dare Ice coffee on standby with like an IV drip to just get it straight in me. Oh, God. So yes, thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate the support. Be back here in 3 hours with our next broadcast. If not, tomorrow we're going to be live with ESL Open Cup Asia. So if you want some Korean StarCraft, we got you covered there as well. Plenty of StarCraft here on the CranKy Ducklings. And with that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.